Jennie, I think it was 2015 when you guys had ended kind of Iowa State's dominance in this rivalry. What did that win, I guess, do for maybe the program and maybe the perception of how things are going?
You've got me speechless, actually. I don't...
That's not what we want.
Yeah, no, I know. No, I think, we were dominated in the first few years, I think, by Iowa State and in the games. But I think every year we started to feel like, okay, we can kind of belong a little bit more, and we'd play a little harder, and then we believed a little bit more. And I think we stopped taking, this is going to come out wrong, but we stopped putting so much on Iowa State and more on who we are as a program and how we can play and what we can do. And so it's the same thing that we've been able to do every year, probably in every game, where you really try to take the opponent out of it, because we schedule really hard non-conference. And the beautiful part is the teams in Iowa, we're great. We're great teams. We all four Division I programs have great programs. And so you're constantly playing good teams every year. So I don't know if there was that one turning point. I think it's constantly been, the more we can focus on who we are and what we do and have fun playing, then you hope the outcome turns the way you want it to.
Do you feel like that win maybe opened up a lot of eyes to your program and just how far you guys had come to? Because
that's a good question. Internally, I don't think so. Externally, maybe. I mean, you would be able to answer that question a heck of a lot more than I would be able to be honest with you, because you get so much in your silo of focusing on what you do every day, and so you don't think about those magical turning points ever. You just think about how do you get better and how do you, continue to push our culture forward, and how do we, get our team to be even better today than they were yesterday, So I don't know if that was really a point, but I think you would be able to answer that a lot better than I could.
How fun has the last couple of years been, just going back and forth with them?
Yeah. Rivalry games are always fun, right? I mean, you want to... you just want it to be a good game. You want it to be a good game for the fans. I mean, they have an incredible fan base. We have an incredible fan base, and so it's a great game for the fans. We have a ton of respect for Bill and what he's done. I mean, it's not like he just got to Iowa State. I've known him for a really long time, and so I respect the heck out of him and think what they've done is amazing from a national scheme, right? And from us, I love that we play each other. I love that all four teams play each other. I think it's really important to the game. I think it's important. I don't want to play them. They don't really want to play us when it comes to personal gain. But it's really good for our fans, and it's good for the game, and it's good for our teams.
How do you defend a player like Baranczyk Carlton?
You can't. I mean, you can't. She's so crafty, and she's so talented, and she's so deceiving. She's got such a quick step. You're not going to ever shut her down. You've got to play really good team defense, because if it turns into a one-on-one battle, she's going to probably win it most of the time. And so for us, we've got to be able to make it not one-on-one. It's got to be 5 of us against one of them.
Is their size something that jumps out maybe as a mismatch for you guys? Yeah,
they have great size. I think they do have good size, and we'll see switching defenses, I'm sure. I'm sure they'll, man us, zone us, pressure us, sag off of us. I mean, they do a lot of that. They show how they have a lot of different looks, so I'm sure that we'll see that. But anytime that you play a team, and we've played a lot of teams, Power 5 teams, and they outsize us. And that's something that I think is to their advantage at times. And then I think the way that we play is also advantage to us sometimes. So you just got to go in and compete, and you've got to give the best shot that you possibly can.
How much does what you've already faced so far this season kind of, I guess, prepare you for a game like this, where it's not like a traditional non-conference schedule? You've been put through the ringer already.
Right. Yeah. No, we have been, and we've seen so many different things. I don't think anything is going to come out and completely shock us. Size, athleticism, all of that, we've seen it. And then there's moments that I think we've responded really well in those settings, and then there's moments that I don't think that we have, and that I hope that we've learned. And so stepping on the floor on Sunday, it's a hard environment, you know, and it's a tough place to go play. And so we've been at places that have been tough to play, and we've done pretty well, and we've not done well. And so those are things that hopefully we have learned those lessons. So I can answer that question right after the game to tell you if we really have been prepared. But I do think that I don't think our non-conference schedule has hurt us in any way. I think it's only helped us.
How would you evaluate your team's play up until this point?
You know, we're still learning. I think we really did a great job of. I don't know if this is going to answer your question. In November, I thought we did a great job of being able to manage, right? And we played some really hard games, and we played some great competition, and you constantly managed, and we had so many games in a short period of time. And then, you know, we had to recover from that, and that took us a minute to really recover. And so we hadn't gotten back to practicing and getting better. You know, we managed so much that you just didn't have so much focus on your practice. And so I feel like in the last few days this week, we've had finals, so our practices have been limited, they've been shorter, but we've gotten back to how you can practice a little bit harder and get a lot better and refine some things. And so that's where hopefully those small things that we were able to practice now that we weren't in November, because you're constantly managing to the next game, we can get better at and be ready when we play on Sunday. So in terms of a grade, I think we've had A's, I think we've had B's, and I think we've had some F's.